Not every fighter succeeds in becoming a legend in sports, but those who manage to do so forever remain in the hearts of fans. One such fighter is Andy Hug, a renowned Swiss karate and kickboxer. Fans gave him the nickname Blue-Eyed Samurai for his rare, striking eye color, confident gaze, and extraordinary love for karate. Andy started practicing this sport at the age of 13. By the age of 15, he became the national champion. A year later, he was selected for the national team in Kyokushin Karate. At the age of 17, he became one of the founders of a new karate school in Bremgarten, Switzerland. Even from a young age, Andy was known for his perseverance. Many coaches still use him as an example to their students, as a paragon of determination. During training sessions, Andy gave not 100%, but 200%. He strived to participate in all the martial arts championships in Switzerland that he could enter. In 1981, he won the championship in the Netherlands, and 2 years later, he made it to the third World Championship in Kyokushin Karate in Japan. It was after this event that Andy Hug was talked about as a future star in combat sports. Everyone remembered his unique style, which included powerful jabs and precise axe kicks. In 1987, he became the silver medalist at the 4th World Championship in Kyokushin Karate. And in 1996, he became the champion of the K1 Grand Prix in Japan. Our current video is dedicated to Andy Hug's victory at this remarkable championship. In the first match of the championship, Andy faced off against American kickboxer Bart Vale, who had a background in Kenpo Karate and positioned himself as an MMA master. However, Bart Vale had actually only competed in MMA once. His other fights took place under wrestling rules, which, although somewhat realistic, still followed a predetermined script. At the start of the bout, Andy initiated the attack. When Vale raised his knee to defend, Hug delivered a spinning kick with his right leg that nearly knocked Vale down. However, Vale attempted to recover and took the center of the ring, trying to land a front kick on Andy. The strike was weak. Bart Vale then took control of the center of the ring and continued to press Andy, pushing him into a corner. Vale attempted to attack, but Andy easily evaded the strikes and countered with a high kick and an axe kick. Breaking free from the corner, Andy launched his own attack, diverting his opponent with a low kick and delivering a powerful left hook that sent Bart Vale into a knockdown. After Bart Vale got back up, the fight continued with both fighters exchanging blows. Bart Vale regained control of the center of the ring and advanced towards Andy. He tried to land a middle kick, but barely grazed Andy Hug. In response, Andy launched a counterattack, delivering a powerful cross to the head and following up with a knee strike to the body and a high kick to the head. After this series of attacks, Bart Vale attempted to launch his own offense, but Andy met him with a barrage of powerful hooks, sending him into another knockdown. The referee started the count, and Bart Vale expressed his desire to continue the fight, but it was in vain. As soon as the referee allowed it, Andy landed several strong strikes to Bart's head, bringing the fight to an end. Andy Hug's next fight in the tournament was against Duane van der Merwe. This bout lasted only a few seconds. Duane immediately took the center of the ring, but it was Andy who initiated the attack, delivering a low kick to the inside of his opponent's thigh. Van der Merwe retaliated with a high kick. Van der Merwe continued to press Andy, gradually cornering him against the ropes. Pressing Andy in the corner, he started landing strikes to the head but couldn't break through his defense. Andy skillfully evaded the strikes and began to counter his opponent. Breaking free from the corner, he clinched with Van der Merwe, delivering a knee strike to the body, and then swiftly turned and sent Van der Merwe to the canvas with a powerful hook to the head. The fight was finished. Andy triumphantly raised his hand in victory. In the third match, Andy Hug faced off against Dutch athlete Ernesto Hoost, a professional in kickboxing, Muay Thai, and Savate. Andy initiated the first attack. He attempted a low kick with his left leg, but missed the target. Ernesto Hoost tried to deliver a high kick to Hug's head, but Andy successfully defended himself. The fighters continued to search for each other's weak spots. Hoost cornered Hug against the ropes and attempted a series of light strikes with his hands and legs, but Andy defended against them. Stepping away from the ropes, he tried to land a powerful spinning kick, but his opponent blocked the strike, causing Andy to fall to his knee. Afterward, Ernesto Hoost attempted to go on the offensive. The series of strikes culminated in a high kick. The opponents engaged in a clinch, exchanging knee strikes. The referee separated the fighters, after which Andy launched another attack. He delivered a low kick. Ernesto Hoost continued the attack, landing a jab and a high kick on Andy. Following this, he struck Hug's torso, but Andy took him into a clinch. Ernesto Hoost broke out of the clinch with a left hook. Andy responded with a powerful low kick and a high kick. Hoost went on the offensive. After a series of strikes with his hands, he took Andy Hug into a clinch and tried to land a knee strike to the torso, but missed. Ernesto Hoost pressed Andy against the ropes, but Andy pushed him away and delivered 2 strong hooks to his head. Andy continued the attack. After a series of strikes, Hoost began pressing Andy, pushing him against the ropes. A fierce exchange of strikes ensued, eliciting cheers from the audience. Andy delivered a powerful low kick to his opponent, receiving a middle kick in response. That concludes the first round. In the second round, Andy takes a position near the ropes. He attempts to attack with an axe kick, but receives a spinning kick in response. A powerful exchange of strikes begins. Andy lands a low kick on Ernesto, almost causing him to fall. A fierce exchange of heavy strikes begins. It's evident that both fighters are tired. Hoost primarily attempts leg attacks, while Andy focuses on delivering powerful punches to the head. Another exchange of strikes begins. Andy decides to use his signature move and throws an axe kick, but receives a low kick in response, nearly causing him to fall. A new exchange of strikes begins. Andy lands a strong blow to the head. That concludes the second round. In the third round, Ernesto corners Andy in a corner of the ring and starts delivering strikes with his hands and legs. Andy successfully defends himself. The fight continues, and we witness another intense exchange of strikes. Andy tries to execute his trademark axe kick once again, resulting in another clinch. It's evident that the opponents are evenly matched in strength, making it difficult for them to overpower each other. The fierce strikes alternate with clinches. This pattern continues throughout the entire third round. Based on the overall performance in the 3 rounds, the judges give the advantage to Andy Hug and decide to go for an extra 4th round. In the 4th round, the scenario of the fight remains the same. We once again witness intense exchanges of strikes and clinches. The opponents take turns pressing each other against the ropes and attempt strikes to the head and knee strikes to the torso and thighs. During another clinch, Andy lands a powerful knee strike to Ernesto's head, followed by several strong hooks. The fight concludes with Andy Hug winning by decision from the judges. Interestingly, the following year, these 2 fighters faced each other once again, and Ernesto Hoost emerged victorious. In the final of the tournament, Mike Bernardo and Andy Hug made it through. The fight started with a kicking exchange. Bernard pressed Hug against the ropes, clinched, and began delivering knee strikes, but he received 2 powerful hooks to the head that shook him. The fighters observed each other for a while. Mike Bernardo attempted to attack, but Andy Hug defended against all the strikes. Then they engaged in a series of single strikes and exchanges. Neither of the opponents dared to launch an attack. Bernard tried to counterattack Hug, but received a strong low kick in response. Nevertheless, Mike continued his assault, cornering his opponent in the ring. However, Andy managed to escape from there. After a while, Andy observed his opponent and once again delivered a strong low kick. Andy noticed that his opponent could absorb such strikes, so he started using them more frequently. Within a few seconds, he struck a powerful low kick to Bernardo's inner thigh. Then Andy again landed a jab and a low kick. Bernardo signaled to the judges that the kick was allegedly below the belt, but the referee allowed the fight to continue. Andy feigned a spinning kick, but the attack was not allowed as the gong sound indicated the end of the round. The second round began with an active attack from Andy. Bernardo stepped away from the ropes, attempted to approach Andy, but received a strong right low kick. His leg couldn't bear it, and he couldn't stand on it, eventually falling to the canvas. The referee counted it as a knockdown. After a brief rest, Mike Bernardo showed that he was ready to continue the fight. Bernardo attempted to attack Hud with kicks, but they didn't connect. Hud landed a powerful spinning kick to Bernardo's leg, causing him to fall, and that concluded the fight. Andy Hud became the winner of the K1 Grand Prix 1996. In the following 2 years, Andy Hud participated in the K1 Grand Prix again and reached the finals twice. Who knows what other heights the fighter could have reached if not for his untimely death. In the summer of 2000, he suddenly started feeling unwell. He began experiencing frequent nosebleeds and occasional bouts of fever. Hud sought medical help, but the doctors couldn't find anything wrong. He continued training, preparing for his next fight. However, during one of the training sessions, he lost consciousness. Following this incident, Andy was sent for further examination, which revealed that he had leukemia. The prescribed treatment didn't help. Andy Hud passed away on August 24, 2000, which was a devastating blow to his loved ones and fans alike. In our hearts, Andy will forever remain a sports star and a legendary fighter, someone to look up to. Subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this content. Let us know which fighter stories you would like to see, and we will be sure to share them. Always yours, Sport Legends.